Good morning, dear children. In the previous class, we started with last chapter of geography, life in the desert. Children, we have studied all through the chapters of geography. We have studied different type of grasslands, different type of climate, different type of vegetation, and how people dwell, people live and survive in these conditions. Basically, all these climatic conditions were moderate. But today, in this chapter, we started with the life in the extremes, whether it is cold or it is hot. And when we think about Sahara, it ultimately comes in our mind sand which is very hot, or the area which is very cold. In the previous class, we studied life in the Sahara Desert. It is hot desert, and here the temperature reaches up to very hot. And we also studied about the climatic conditions, the rainfall. As we all know that in desert the rainfall is very scanty, and so depends the vegetation, the flora, fauna, and everything which is dependent on the rainfall, and even the people's livelihood. Now today we will discuss about the cold desert, the cold Ladakh desert. Ladakh, it is situated in the lower parts of the Himalayas, and it is very cold, extremely cold over here, and the temperature reaches up to minus 45. So we will study its climate, its rainfall, flora and fauna, and the type of vegetation, though it is very less, but whatever it is, what type of vegetation is found and how the people survive in this extreme cold desert. So let's start with our discussion on cold Ladakh desert. So children, cold deserts are found in high altitudes of the temperate regions. And the best example of cold desert is Ladakh. So let's go to Ladakh and study about its various features. Ladakh, first of all children, I want to tell you Ladakh is made up of two words. La, which means mountain pass, and Dak, meaning country. Ladakh is a cold desert lying in the Great Himalayas on the eastern side of Jammu and Kashmir. Several rivers flow through Ladakh, Indus being the most important among them. Several glaciers are also found in Ladakh, and the example is Gangotri Glacier. The altitude in Ladakh, children, varies from 3000 meter in Kargil to more than 8000 meter in the Karakoram. And climate, due to its high altitude, the climate is extremely cold and dry. The air at this altitude is so thin that the heat of the sun can be felt intensely. The day temperatures in summer are just above 0 degree, and the night temperatures they fall below 30 degrees centigrade. So children, here it is extremely cold, and in summer it is just above 0 degree. And one more thing I want to tell you, that Dras, it is one of the coldest place on earth, and it is located in Ladakh. And here the temperature remains below minus 40 degree for most of the time. And as it lies in the rain shadow of the Himalayas, there is little rainfall, just as low as 10 centimeter every year. And the area experiences freezing winds and burning hot sunlight. And children, Ladakh is also known as Khapachan, which means snowland. So this is some of the specific features of the climatic conditions of Ladakh. Now let's see the flora and fauna. Due to high aridity, the vegetation is very less. Vegetation is very less. There are scanty patches of grasses and shrubs for animals to graze. During the summers, fruit trees such as apples, apricots and walnuts bloom. Then several species of birds, they are also found in Ladakh, like robins, red stars, Tibetan snowcock, raven and hoopie are common. And some of the birds, they are migratory birds. And the animals which are found here are wild goats, wild sheep, yak and special kinds of dogs. The animals which are reared to provide for the milk, meat and hides. Yak's milk is used to make cheese and butter, and the hair of the sheep and goat is used to make woolens. Now let's study about the occupation. In the summer season, the people are busy cultivating barley, potatoes, peas, beans and turnip. In the climate in winter months is so harsh that people keep themselves engaged in festivities and ceremonies. The women are very hard working. They work not only in the house and fields but also manage small business and shop. So children, as the climate is very harsh, the people, they keep themselves busy. In summer, they keep themselves busy by cultivating barley, potatoes, beans and turnip. In winter, they keep themselves engaged in festivities and ceremonies. And the women too here, they are very hardworking. They not only work in the house and fields, but they also manage small business and shop. So this is the clothing, the dressing sense, how the people dress over here to protect themselves from the harsh cold climate. So children, one thing more I want to tell you, that Leh is the capital of Ladakh and it is well connected both by road and air. And the National Highway 1A, it connects Leh to Kashmir Valley through the Zojila Pass. So children, this is very important for you to remember, that the National Highway connects Leh to Kashmir Valley through the Zojila Pass. And tourism is also a major activity with several tourists coming from within India and also abroad. Life of people is undergoing change day by day due to modernization. But the people of Ladakh have, over the centuries, they have learned to live in balance, in harmony with nature. So due to centuries and due to this harsh climatic conditions, people have now have learned to live the life in this harsh climate and to balance themselves with nature. And due to scarcity of resources like water and fuel, they are used with reference and care, and nothing is wasted over here, children. Children, the name of the different passes, it is given in your book, which is very important. So go through the chapter and find the different information which is given all in the form of sources in the boxes, which are very important for you to read and understand. So go through the chapter and study more detail about the hot Sahara Desert and cold Ladakh Desert. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a good day.